Hello guys, you're welcome to my channel. Have you ever tried trimming your split ends or cutting off the damaged parts of your hair without first blow drying it or applying some kind of heat to stretch it? Stay tuned and I'll show you how I do that in this video. So if you watch my last video, you know that we stretched the hair using African threading. I'm going to put it right here. It's previous video. If you want to go watch it before you come here, that's fine. And now it's the next day and I'm just taking down the thread. If you apply this thread properly, it should be very easy to take it down. It just kind of twirls around until it gets to the root. I kind of love this part. It's very therapeutic. I just love how it unravels so smoothly. And then once you're done taking down the thread, it's time to start combing out and trimming the split ends. If you're new to my channel, please do not forget to subscribe for more content like this. Just an everyday mom and her girls showing you how they take care of their natural hair and try to grow it to its full potential. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Thank you. All right, so the first thing that I do, I'm going to use my my comb here. I always try to use this big comb to comb through because I don't like to cause pain. At least the first comb through is, using that big comb. And then I'm going to use this brush. I think it's called a padded brush, I believe. I can put the link in the description box for anyone who's interested in buying. I love this brush. It's very, very good for combing out this afro hair. And this is going to just help us to comb it straight through. And then I'm going to use a smaller comb, a fine tooth comb. And I think this is the last comb through that I do to enable me to see the split ends. Now, when you're combing through, as you're going down towards the split ends, you realize that the comb starts facing more resistance. And that's really where your split ends are. And then you can just like trim it off and make sure that you're using also hair shears. Don't just take any scissors from your kitchen and use for your hair. You want to make sure that your shears are very sharp so that they do the job well and not leave more split ends. All right. You for each piece that I threaded, I'm going to separate into 2 sections and then trim. Because the sections are quite big and it's better to trim in small sections as it makes it easier. Okay, so that's we're done with the first section. I'm going to the second section. I use my comb through, try to hold at the base. This hair has not been stretched, so if you're combing through, you need to hold at the base so that the person you're combing their hair doesn't feel pain. My daughters are very tender-headed, so I always have to hold at the base as I'm combing through, and then go in with that padded brush from the ends, and then start going back to the roots and combing through until the brush is just gliding through. And then go in with a fine tooth comb, any fine tooth comb that you have, and there you can see those split ends now, and then you can easily cut them off. Right? That's very easy, I believe. You have to be very careful when you're combing, when you're trimming. Try not to cut too much of the hair. Honestly, as I was combing with the fine tooth comb, I just kept feeling like I had to keep going higher. But, try to be a little bit restrained so that you don't cut off all your length that you've managed to grow. Just cut off, the ends that look really, like damaged. And when you use that fine tooth comb, you really see, when the hair starts to thin out quite a bit, that's where you have to cut. And even then, I don't cut all of it, just cutting enough so that the hair is easy to manage and that those split ends don't get worse over time. That's it. Okay, so that's what we're doing. We're going in with 3 different tools in order to straighten that hair, and then we trim, and then we put the hair in twist, and we move on to the next section. All right, so I just want to share that I'm going on a type of heedless journey, especially with my girls. I noticed that I was a bit careless when I used heat tools in the past, and I noticed that I damaged my hair. I caused some severe heat damage to my hair, which needed me to really cut my hair a lot. Luckily enough, I didn't do it too often on my daughter's hair to cause damage. So I'm just staying away from heat tools for now, and I'm going to trim their hair without heat for the foreseeable future. For me, if I need to go to a professional, I will do so, but maybe for now, because I had a really good trim about maybe 2 months ago. So I'm just going to manage my split ends more closely now, maybe every 3 months. Maybe every 3 months, I try to look at my ends and try to trim them as best as I can. The lady who did my professional trim asked me to come every 6 weeks, and she's, doing a silk press and all that. And I really don't want to be applying heat to my hair that often anymore. So, I never did that often before, but 6 weeks to me is too often, even if I had to do it professionally. So the most I can do is maybe every 6 months, but maybe in between I will be trying to do my own trim, just dusting off the ends a little bit to make sure it doesn't get too bad before I have to go for the professional trim. That's for me. But for my girls, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing here. We are just wearing our hair in natural styles. We don't really stretch to wear any. We're not stretching our hair to wear styles, so it's fine. The hair doesn't have to be like so even. Because I think that as natural, sometimes we're so obsessed with having even ends. And maybe with our kind of hair, it's not really practical to always have it that way, because that would mean you always have to do a silk press, do a flat iron, not silk press, a blow dry and really stretch it till it's very straight, and then you'll be able to do like a really even cut or even trim. For me, that's not a goal that I'm so keen on anymore. So this is okay. This is okay for me. If I could do my own hair this thoroughly, I wouldn't even need to go to the hair stylist. Just do it by myself. Anyway. And we've come to the end of our trim. You see how the ends are looking more healthy now? And that's all the hair that we cut off. That's all the hair that we cut off. Thank you so much for watching this video to the end. And don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. See you next time. Bye-bye.